Hello, as usual it's me Pavlo, and we continue our talks about interesting audio gear. And today I'll tell you about FiiO K11. It's their new digital to-analog converter with headphones amplifier, and it already follows the new naming convention. K11 means that it's first generation of the most budget model. It's not like superior to K9 and K9 Pro, it's opposite the entry-level budget DAC. Its price is about $130, but in terms of specs it looks really promising. It built with Cirrus Logic 43198 chip. It has powerful amplification, up to 1.4 watts for 32 ohm load. Not milliwatts, but watts, or speaking in marketing terms, 1400 milliwatts. It always amused me. It has a lot of inputs, outputs, interesting design with two color options, silver and black one, so a lot of interesting things to get. But what is the most interesting here is that basically their next step, K7, is not far from this in terms of price. So it's really interesting to understand how they relate to each other. But you know, I am expecting a lot from this device. So let's unbox it. Package is pretty simple, but looks nice. It's still a budget model, but they didn't cut the edges extremely to save any single cent. We're getting nice polygraphy, and inside of this paper we're getting like cardboard tray with device and accessories. So here we're getting some papers, quick start guide and warranty card, device itself. I've got a black one. Look how cute it is, and the power supply unit. You'll get appropriate connector for your country, this power supply unit block. Also here USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable and 6.3mm adapter. As you can see, it's pretty basic, but from another hand you're getting everything you need. So let's check out the design. Made of aluminum, pretty lightweight, not super light, but still on the lighter side of things. Classical shape that reminds probably old Mac Minis. And there are two color versions, black one and silver one. It's not super big and not super compact, but as you can see, for me it's possible to grab it with one hand from all sides. I think it will fit nicely onto any desktop, into minimalistic designs, and also if you'd like you can put it this way. It's pretty reliable, especially if you put it close to something. But of course, here is the main position. FiiO logo on top is transparent, so there is highlighting, but it's controllable. On the front we have two outputs, balanced 4.4 and 6.3 single-ended. Also nice and useful indicator, and control and volume wheel. It's rotatable and clickable with good, really good clicks and encodings. On the bottom we have rubber foundation, pretty good in keeping this device stable on the table. And on the back here is power input, also USB input. You can see no USB-A, just modern USB-C. Also optical in and coaxial in and out, so no optical out, but you can use it as USB to coaxial converter. And also line out, so it can be used as pure amplifier, but you can use it as pure digital to analog converter if you'd like to. In general, you can see really nice looking design, and probably one thing missing here is the red version. So here how it looks in the turned on state. As you can see, here is default blue highlight that matching FiiO designs even on the website. Actually looks pretty nice, not too bright, but it's controllable. Also here we can see resolution and current volume. So simple rotation just changes volume. Long press turns it on and off. Short press activate input selection mode. So you select USB, optical or coaxial. And now it's in the coaxial mode. If you hold this knob for a bit longer, you'll get into the menu. You can select menu items with rotation, and if you click, this setting start blinking and you can change it. So, as you can easily guess, here we're changing gain. There are 3 levels of gains, and for each level FiiO created own volume control curve to provide the best control. So then output, phone out and line out, you can change digital filters. Probably in the manual they have some table that explains numbers and filters. Then USB audio control version 1 or 2nd or 1st, or 1.0 and 2.0. In 1.0 it will be compatible with more devices without drivers. In 2.0 it will support high resolution DSD and stuff. Then you can select this LCD screen brightness. Here is the minimum one and here is the maximum one. Actually in real life it's pretty visible even under the bright sun, but probably on video it will look a bit dimmer than it is in real life. Also you can select this LCD timeout if you, for example, using it in a rack and don't want to have LCD always on. Then we can select RGB for this FiiO's logo. You can see some interesting and pretty bright colors. Actually this almost white one also looks pretty FiiO-ish. Then you can select should it be pulsing or not. If you select yes, it will change colors. Not sure who will like it, but anyway, option is present. And you can select brightness. Actually you can, here is the maximum one, or you can even turn it off. So depending on your taste you can select the level that will match your taste. Then firmware update, reset, firmware version and return to the main menu. As you can see, FiiO managed to pack a lot of things into this device. And of course about the sound, I think you won't be surprised if I said that it's pretty consistent with FiiO's signature sound. So it's natural but not dry, and good in dynamics with good control all over the sonic spectrum. So basically everything we getting from, let's say, K9, K9 Pro, K7, of course not on that scale. Here we're getting a bit less resolution, but it's still pretty nice. Also bit simplified treble, but also still pretty nice. And we're getting tons of power, good work with different types of loads. So for this price it's like nothing to be complaining about. So bass is deep, it's well controlled, zero attempts to boost something to add additional impact or something like that. Nice amount of details and even small nuances. Saturation is on a decent level for this price tire, so it gives you good sense of realism for low frequency instruments. At the same time, if you need bass boost, it's not the device that will give you that. Or if you're wanting some warmer, darker, more massive signature, no. It's staying on the natural side of things, but not going far into micro contrast. So it's that scenario where you're getting natural source, and if you want to adjust the sound, you do it with headphones. And first example, it's St. James Infirmary Blues from the American Gods soundtrack. They have a lot of nice bass, they have nice vocal that is pretty low, and it requires that support from the low frequencies to sound full-bodied and show good weight distribution. So it's not the perfect to get the full impression of this track, but sounds really nice, and especially it's impressive with some tough to drive load, because for the IEMs we can get some dongle, but for the full-size headphones it's definitely better than dongles. Anyway, mid frequencies are balanced, not leaning toward that dry neutralish signature, not trying to be warmer or boosting emotions or something like that. No, what is present in the record you'll get. When record is not perfect, well, you get not that perfect result. Pretty good imaginary stage, above average in width and in depth, not the huge one, and width is better than depth, but still nice sense of positioning. But of course it will depend much more on the headphones or earphones you're going to use here. And actually, let's proceed to example, and it's Stormy Wagner by Apocalyptica live in Leipzig. They created great performance, Wagner Reloaded, and it's one of the tracks, starting with that thunder at the beginning, and then all that parts with different cellos. Everything sounds nice, well refined, and so on. Of course, if we'll compare with more expensive models, results will be better, blah blah blah, but I think you already got that idea, so I won't repeat it. And the treble, it has good extension, above average, not maximum one. Layering here is really basic, but for this price tier it's still good that it's present, and it gives nice saturation to the treble with good overtones for timbre-rich instruments. But what I like here, there is no attempts to, add some energy to the treble area to give that sense of pseudo detalization, because it's really easy to trick listener mind by boosting treble a little bit, and that will give that sparkliness and shine on the upper mids, on the lower treble, and for many people it will be perceived as higher detalization, because you're getting more focus on that shiny things, let's call them this way, and it perceived as improvement in staging, improvement in detalization, and so on. But not in this case, just a good amount of treble. And also it won't try to hide the treble at the same time, so if you're sensitive to the treble, it's another bad news for you. But actually you can play with filters, they altering treble representation a little bit, so I prefer second and fourth filters, but you can try different ones and find ones that you like. And last track, it's Corpo-Mente, Dorma. It's like, probably we can name it predecessor of Igor. It's like absolute avant-garde with high classical female vocal with really hard parts, interesting unusual changes in music varying from genre to genre, and all of that requires good treble performance. So you're getting a good impression about this track with this digital tone converter, but of course also to get the full impression you'll need to get something better. Speaking about the pairings, actually it's really good in driving tough to drive models, like not of course that expensive planar magnetic headphones. It won't match them in terms of overall level, but for something like Sennheisers with high impedance, Beyerdynamics, some high impedance earbuds that are popular sometimes, some low low sensitivity in-ear monitors, it delivers a good amount of power without any problems. And another good thing here is that with sensitive in-ear monitors you also won't get any issues. Background noise is almost absent, so from both sides it's really good. Speaking about the comparisons, for example, it's pretty fun that it's in one price tier with, for example, KA5 by FiiO, which is also pretty decent, but difference is that KA5 actually, if you will compare them with some in-ear monitors with normal sensitivity, difference won't be huge. Just small nuances like a bit better control here, for example, a bit more weight for the KA5, but at the same time with some tough to drive models, here you'll get definitely advantage thanks to driving power and control. Speaking about FiiO's own K7, they remind each one a little bit, but K7 does a bit better job in this treble, especially on the poorly recorded tracks. K7 sounds a bit more forgiving, less highlighting that issues. And the K5 Pro, that version with AKM, it's a bit more weightier, it's a bit more dense representation in terms of overall sound perception. So, to be honest, I don't know how FiiO will build like their lineup in the future, because if this one is entry level and then we have K7, there is not enough gap between them, but probably future models FiiO will rebuild the way that they will match tires, or FiiO just will be offering better and better budget options. Looks like it's what they're doing now. So we'll see. But meanwhile, it's a really good entry-level device for those who want to start their journey, or for those who want to not to start the journey at all, but just get some normal source, one pair of headphones, and enjoy it for the long time. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.